Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Tom and Mark and Pop John, and we are back at it this morning. We've got a really nice morning. Last week was brutal hot, but it's in the 60s. It's overcast, which is a great day for doing what we're doing. So we've been at it here for hour and a half maybe. And I think we have our first point of the day. Haven't uncovered it yet. You can see the outline of it there in the sifter. So let's take a look here and see what we've got. Mark, I think you're right. This looks a lot like that piece we found a couple weeks ago, and it's even got even the way it's worked on that edge. I mean, those could be sisters, brothers. Same base as the other one.
It's the same flint too.
Real similar material, and it's got, again, a rough spot on this side of it. But yeah, look at that. Definitely fish spear looking.
It is. It's a little bit smaller than the last one.
Yeah. But
that side
got that rough edge on it.
Yeah. Maybe it was just something with the quality of the material. But
well, they both had needle tips on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we do a cleanup, I'll pull that other one out so we can take a look at, see how similar they are. But okay, well, that's good news. That's we needed a little burst of energy here, and we got it. So, okay, we're going to take some pictures of it, and we'll get back to digging here. Hopefully, we'll have the camera back on. Okay, I just want to show you guys this. This is a picture. I know we can do this when we get home. This is a picture of the last point we found. Now look at this. I mean, they're shaped the same. They've got that same indentation on the side. That's just pretty remarkable. Okay, well, we'll get it cleaned up and show you the two side by side. We keep joking that being out here in this cornfield, in this square, that if a low-flying airplane comes over and then we see the sheriff, we are not growing marijuana. But that happens around here, where people carve out spots in their cornfields. And there went the airplane. Okay, that was just, what, 15 minutes ago? And we are on another one, but unfortunately this one is broke. But you can see the base right here. That would have been a nice point. That is extremely thin. Yeah, real thin. Gosh. Almost has, because it's thin like that, almost has a Jack's Reef look to it. It definitely looks Jack's Reef. Yeah. Hit it with a little water. One more. Oh, look at this. Wow, too bad. I know, you guys tell me what you think, but the Jack's Reef I find are real thin. Got kind of that side notch look to them. And I don't think I broke it, but I'll look in the hole. Okay, Nice job, guys. We'll get back to you. Okay, our fun continues. We see something here. I see what you mean. I hope that's a hafted scraper. I'm going to zoom in on it. That does look work, doesn't it?
Yep.
It sure is. Boy, they used that the whole way down. Oh, wait a minute. It's not this way, is it? Nope. This is reworked. For a second there, I wondered if it was...
It almost looks a little worked on the base.
It does. Yep, just a little hafted scraper all rounded off. Well, all right. This is fun. Yeah, we've really just, I mean, we've dug from right here down to there today and have those three in just that section. So, yeah, I mean, the hope is we're going the right way. We had a little bit of tough going over here for 2 weeks where we didn't find anything after having a good start, but yeah, this is really good. Okay, hope we'll have the camera back on. Okay, well, we've dug for a little while here and haven't found anything, and just had a we're going to film this. Just had a nice thumb scraper pop up here in the sifter. Yep, very classic style thumb scraper. Uniface. You got that working the whole way along that edge. Yeah, for the number of those that we find, surprised that's the first one we've found, but again, we haven't dug too big of an area, so but yeah, that's a nice find. Okay, well, if we find anything else, we'll get back to you. Okay, back home, kind of give you a look at what we did here today. We'll start with the thumb scraper. Again, very typical of the thumb scrapers we find here. We found this little tip. Here's this interesting blunt hafted scraper type. Look at this, the bottom is actually flat, and then you can see they took these little made these little flakes off the bottom, and then rounded the top of it on both sides. Kind of a neat little piece. Here's the Jack's Reef. We sometimes call these intrusive mound points. Now this one does have a little bit of basal grinding, and Jack's Reef points typically don't, but everything else that I see there, the thickness of it, the knot shape, looks like Jack's Reef. So you can see I've got the other point next to it, but here's the one we found today. And if you turn it over, it's got this rough spot that makes it look like it's fire popped or freeze popped. But when you put these 2 points beside each other, I mean, when I came and sat them down next to each other, I for a second didn't know which one I found today. They are exactly the same size. If you flip them over, they both have that what appears to be a rough section of flint or a fire pop or something on the other side, but that's pretty remarkable. I mean, they're the same material. From the from where we were digging, I would say that those were not more than 8 feet apart from each other. So who knows? We could be looking at something that same person may have made those. So I went to the Ohio Flint Types book to look at the fish spears, and I think that's what these are. One of the things I didn't realize is that the fish spears, go back over here, have very heavy grinding in these shallow notches, and I would have never known to check that, but those notches are smooth. They have definitely are ground on the inside of the notches there. So I've learned something new today on that. It does say that the point is characterized by a heavy lenticular blade with a dorsal ridge, which is nearly as thick in some examples as it is wide. So again, if you look at this back side here, you can see there's certainly a good-sized dorsal ridge on both of those. It's just, that's kind of a mystery why the side of it looks that way. Talks about heavy grinding, covers the entire basal area. So yeah, this is that's what I think I have. I did also go to the Noel Justice book. Boy, if you're looking for a good Arrowhead guide, this is a good book, but it's just really hard to find, and it's very expensive because it's out of print. But the Matanza type point also correlates with the fish spears. But if you look at the area, that's a little bit outside of where, I mean, I'm close to that, but where they find them. And they talk about a Brewerton eared notched point, which these have more of an indented or concave base, and I don't think that's really what I'm looking at there. But yeah, kind of neat to try to figure that stuff out. So yeah, another good day for us. Weather treated us right. We are planning to be back out there next Saturday, weather permitting. So I hope you'll be able to check back with us, and again, my hope is that we'll be able to show you some more finds at that time. Okay, thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate all the views and comments. We read them all. I try to respond to as many of them as I can. But again, I hope you're enjoying this adventure that we are on to try to recover as much as we can from that site. Okay, again, thanks for tuning in. Till next time, this is Commissioner Tom signing off.